morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. We are checking out the recent upgrades or updates or downgrades, depending how you look at it, on Idle Heroes. So, the biggest thing you're going to notice when you log in from now on is there are no more gems available to select down here near the chapter. So, Sierra doesn't give us 100 gems a day. Another big thing is we don't actually have the raid either. So when you're going into your quests, you no longer can raid for those additional threes and fours, and sometimes, if you're lucky, epic shards. Realistically, it's not a bad thing until you start to maybe sum up how much gems you're losing each day. Another big thing you're going to look for is this option to go down here to do your Underdark or the whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Jeez, it was just yesterday and I've already forgotten what it is. I think it's called the Underground, if I remember ish. But that's no longer available as well, meaning you're losing a little bit of gem generation. And of course, you're losing some of your shards and everything else that goes along with it, which is starting to become a little bit more valuable in the game. That's because the newest rework is, of course, the Tavern Quest system. Now, I did some of these yesterday. I did some today just to test out and see what the rerolls are like. But in terms of the team quests, it's pretty stock standard. Unfortunately, the refresh cost does go up. It really does have very similar drop rates to your individuals. You're going to have a 0.2% chance to get a 7 star, 1% for 6, 8 for 5, a pretty decent chance at 25% for a 4, and of course, 3 stars is pretty predominant. They took away 1s and 2s, which isn't too bad, got rid of the filler. But one thing you'll notice is they pretty much all give gems. So this is sort of a free 5 a day that you can do instead of the underground dungeon. You can potentially make your 300 a day if you get lucky, but minimum you're going to get 250 gems just by completing the 3-star quests. And if you've been wise and saved up some of your scrolls up there, I mean, we can do some rerolls. Why not? Let's show you. So a 3-star gives 50, a 4-star gives 60. Might do one more, and we got another 3-star. But it does give you purple fragments. It is what it is, right? Purple fragments aren't that terrible. Let's do some rerolls. We were lucky enough to get a full green artifact as well, so yummy food. However, as you can see, the refreshes are slightly expensive at 20 a roll, and I guess that's just because the rewards technically got better. You are getting better equipment, better food equipment, a lot more of the artifact shards. So yeah, I guess it's a bonus. Not to mention, you're getting the newest form of currency, which is the quest badges. Would I recommend going here with the scrolls if you've gone in purple or blue scrolls, or would I recommend going into the individuals? Honestly, I feel like the individuals, depending on your VIP level, are really going to dictate where you're going to spend your additional scrolls. It could potentially be wiser to do them in the team quest, just because if you're a lower level tier character, you might be able to use some of your other mates, basically heroes, to get you across the line, specifically for the 7 and 6 star quest. That's my thought process. But as you can see, these ones don't really give gems. So as an individual, it's going to be kind of rare for me to see gems drop. It's going to be rare to see gems drop on yours as well. Kind of makes me want to think, do I want to go ahead and always just pick the gems? Is that where I'm going to make some of my daily lost income back up? Probably the short answer is going to be yes. It is going to be important, though, to prioritize some of the older ones. For instance, you probably want to get you probably want to get things like shards, because you can't get them anymore from raids. I mean, granted, you probably got Seal Land 20 if you've been around for a little while, but these like 199 4-star shards isn't a terrible, I guess, compensation range. Now they took away the raid. 287 of these, absolutely. It's definitely going to make me rethink where I perceive value. I would have liked to see them increase the heroic scrolls to 3 for a 5 star. They did increase these ones by one more wishing coin. Obviously, they didn't increase the arena tickets. That's interesting. I think they might have increased it on the back end though. I think the 4 stars now give two instead of one, so potentially you've got some value there. They're giving us the option to roll for a single wishing coin for a 3 star though. And of course, we've got some goo and some basic things here. If anyone's curious about the whole new setup, uh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I knew I saw this somewhere. It's this one. So this is like all of the fun things that you can essentially purchase each day or each week. But realistically, it's the benefit tab that's probably going to interest most people. So sort of like the last VIP setup with the tavern. So the higher your VIP, the more tavern rolls you get. So as you continually progress past, say 3, you're starting to get 7 individual rerolls each day. Then it goes up, I think, every 2 levels to another one. So that's 8, and so on and so forth. So there's kind of some additional benefits for being VIP. Just from an individual perspective, it's not necessary. You can play the game however the fuck you want. I'm never going to promote spending on an Idle Heroes game, never in my life. But if you want good value, I mean, I'm not going to be someone that says just don't spend anything. We're going to, try to be impartial. But in terms of this, you can get some additional roles with the privilege card. It is what it is. The basic privilege card is going to give you a +2, so one for team and one for individual. As a light spender, that could come in clutch, basically giving you the additional 50 guaranteed gemages a day. Having covered that, let's do some rolls. I want to see what my probability rate is going to be to get I want to see how fast. I'm going to see how long it takes me to get a 7 star. I'm not going to lie. Let's burn some gemages here. We can check out some of the rewards along the way if something cool pops up. I will take the 6 stars, however, and we'll get to that in a second as to why. Honestly, see, every time I see gems now, I'm probably going to have to take them, just because it's going to cost me a heck of a lot more, double my re-rolling. I really don't need too many of the super wishing coins. I don't think that they're super duper value. Potentially, the scrolls are a little bit more value at about 125 per scroll if you go by the metric of Aspen's dungeon. Let's keep rolling. Oh, lots of shards. Lots of shards. Got another 6 star. 120 go. So that means we're going to roll for another 6. There we go. So we got our first 7 star. I want to say we're around 1200 gems into it, and we got a 7 star. So even though the percentage rate is 0.2%, that wasn't too bad. Um, I mean, we'll take it down to 3000 to see whether or not we get another 7 star as a guarantee. So let's take it down to 3,000 gemages to see if we can get another guaranteed 7 star. I'm not sure if they've removed that or if it's something that, people still say PB, it's a lie. It's just RNG. I feel like they got fucking rocks for their head. But, let's just see whether or not we can get another guaranteed. Whether or not getting that one 7 star was enough for it not to trigger. We'll go a little bit further just in case, because I'm not entirely sure when I started. Honestly, that's concerning. That's concerning. So it doesn't look like they're. I mean, it's probably early days to say. Did me getting that 7 star restart the cycle? What is the go with that? I mean, we can keep rolling for a little bit, and I'll just start grabbing them now. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen that we get another guaranteed 7 star. Somebody let me know. Has anybody rolled 3000 yet and actually gotten a 7 star on the guaranteed 7,000 one? I really don't want to keep chewing my gems, fuck. But we did manage to get some 6 stars. We did get one 7 star. So people are like, what the fuck is the quest badge PB? Why don't we just jump into our baggie and check that out? So now we're going to start accumulating the quest badges, meaning that every day we don't need to hoard any of our ongoing quests. Essentially, they're going to disappear anyway. So make sure, even if they're 3 stars, you go and you take them out because they basically refresh like all the other quests every single time. I don't think there's a lock in feature. If I let's just use one. There is no lock-in feature, so I can't lock that. Interesting. So you can't lock that. You must go every single time, or you will lose that quest to the Nether world. So interesting, interesting. That's good to know. That's good to see for myself. But either way, you're gonna get these badges each time you hit your daily reset. It's gonna pop into your bag. And what you're going to use those badges are for the monthly quests now. So I've already done my monthly. It's kind of like the first thing that I do each month. But in terms of just the generic system, you essentially have to have all 30 badges before you can hit the submit button. Um, you might be able to do it before that, though. That's kind of a speculation. I feel like you probably have to have all 30 badges. Otherwise, imagine if you like submit 29 and you're like, fuck. And then the monthly rolls over and you lose all 29 badges. I feel like there's potential as like a fail safe in there. Let me know in the comment section below if you've already tested that out. I do feel like you can only submit the maximum amount to complete the quests. The rewards seem fairly generic: 10 scrolls, 5 orbs, 10 orbs, some wishing coins, and of course the 5-star hero in shard form. Kind of disappointed. I would have liked to have seen that increase to potentially an additional maybe 10 extra prophet orbs or 20 heroic scrolls. That would have got a little bit more spicy, in my opinion. But anyway, on another note, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we swap out Eloise for Jara? What do we think? Do we make that swap to Jara? I think I've got some of her in the bag. Or do we make a fresh Jara using Ithaqua as the base, and then swap out Eloise to a second Tix, so that we run a Jara and 2 Tix? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Will that be the new meta formulation now that Jara is an absolute fucking beast? Per the leaks, I don't feel like she's up yet. No, she's not. We are close. We might have to spend a tiny little bit of money to get the last bit of the purple goo, but I'm fairly confident we're going to be building Jar on this account. Let me know your thoughts in the process. Let me know if this video was semi-helpful, and I will catch you all in the next one.